So, welcome back. We're outside today, aren't we?
Yes.
Can you tell?
We're going to make the most of it while we've got some nice weather.
Yeah.
So I had a message on Facebook in the week from Stone Marine Ship Care, and they specialise in propeller repair. So he said, could I come down and have a look at your propellers?
Well, he was asking us questions. What props are they? How big are they? What they're made of? And I went, I don't know.
We've never really paid much attention to the propellers because in our minds that's one of the last things that need doing.
Yeah.
But since he's coming down to have a look, what we need to do is get rid of all the water that they're currently sat in.
Do some mining. So I've been wanting to like dig a couple of trenches anyway to basically drain the bottom of the hole, because you saw last time it was hard to get the hole dry. So.
But also if we get the water out, we can actually go underneath and have a look at all the hull at the transom.
I'm not going under there today. It would just be mud bath. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to do some digging. So what have you seen, Jam?
A big crab.
Oh. I was expecting some decent boat terminology, but like...
The boat's got crabs again. At least I haven't.
Again. I should start again, so you're like being sensible.
No, because that's not us. So, we can still only get to half a prop really.
So there's our big prop.
One of
our big props. Big rudder. So initially I thought in the location that we were at we could potentially get the props off. You don't get the props off because obviously the rudder's in the way, then you're not getting the rudder off. But yeah, you can see the big shaft log down there. So if you can see just below the shaft log, there's another big metal bar or some description which basically goes to the bottom of this Y piece. I didn't know the name. There's obviously a big cutlass bearing in there, but then you can't get the prop off because the rudder's in the way, and I'm not risking taking the rudder off where we are. Obviously it'd take a lot of digging. We're not in the right location, so we do definitely need to be on the hard to do that. But it's been quite an interesting exercise. I
want to get like underneath and have a look. So I might go and put some waterproof pants on.
Yeah, go on then.
And go and have a little nose.
She just wants to get stuck in and get in the mud, doesn't she? Hey?
I want to see the underneath of my boat.
I don't.
Well, you can watch it back on the video.
Okay.
I'm going to go and put some pants on.
Go on.
Gonna go for the Simon Cowell approach on these pants. There we go. You know, this is just going to end up with me covered in mud, isn't it?
Why don't you put me waders on?
Your waders? Because like I'd trip over because they're massive. There is the end of the keel.
There.
It's there, we've got a keel! Whoop! And got down, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back out.
You're not even down. Pass me the camera just to put on reality. Should have said, oh, she's down, she might not be able to get back out, but...
Well, I haven't got a top on, so I don't want to get my top muddy.
Oh, it's soon filling back up, isn't it?
Yeah. You can hear it just coming in.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Right, should we go and have a look around the other side?
But,
You're going to film me getting out because this was going to be comical, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to put my arms down though.
do you want me to use my hand?
Yeah. I'm going to get... Heave! Oh. Shall we look on the other side?
Is your wife as like unhinged as mine?
You always said you wanted a dirty wife.
Oh no. You might get, yeah, which is a bit sinky around here. Yeah. So Gareth just left. He had a good look at the props and stuff like that. He said, like, yeah, they're looking good, Nick. But he says, when the time comes when we do lift, if we take the props off, drop them off with them, they'll give them a good service, polish, balance, and whatever. So that's good news, isn't it?
Do you know what this is?
It's just mesmerising. Yeah.
This is like a visual inspiration to get us to get this boat finished.
Yeah.
Because like, look at the whole world and the places that we can go. I am really excited for when we actually move Sarinda and start travelling around the globe. So this, we've been sitting here for hours sort of looking at it going, we want to go there, want to go there, want to go down there, through there.
I'm just amazed how much it moves.
Yes.
Obviously there's no batteries or cords or anything like that.
No, it's
how's it powered?
Powered by the light, and it's also got magnets in there, so it's powered by ambient light and the magnetic
field of the
earth creates it to actually spin. These are actually really, really good gifts for people who, you know, you struggle to buy for.
People who get everything.
Yeah.
Which one's this? This one's the copper and the...
This is the copper, the black and copper. I thought we had to get copper because obviously the amount of copper that we use on the boat, so it was a quite good fit. Yeah. They're available in over 40 different designs from globes, and they also do like space versions and also works of art. But the space globes, they've actually used actual images from NASA to create them, so they're actually a real representation. Mover globes are offering our viewers a 10% discount off the 6-inch and the 8.5-inch globes. Use the code SHIPHAPPENS and also the links in the description.
Do not drop. So yeah, thank you Mover Globe for sponsoring this episode, and thank you very much for this as well. This is fantastic.
I love it. Right then, we can't keep staring at this globe all day, even though you could. It's just so mesmerising.
Yeah. It's like watching fire. Do you know when you're just staring at fire?
But you notice like something different every time it goes round.
Okay, back in the bilge to see what we did last week and to see how we can improve on it.
Okay, so I think today what I've realised is obviously when the bilge gets full of water, there's nowhere for it to go because of the wooden web frames and stuff down here.
Let me just illuminate that. Boom. So we have got a tiny bit. Oh, it's like there's nothing really to be shown, is it?
But the water can't get through because of all the wood. So what we're going to do today is we're going to drill some little holes to allow the water to be able to move.
What are we going to line the holes with?
Well, I said plastic pipe and Simon said copper pipe.
The main reason we're going copper pipe, I've got a 22mm drill bit, I've got 22mm copper pipe, and then I can actually hit it with a hammer and then make it nice and tight and snug. And it's copper. Yeah.
So the plan is drill some holes through here, which is our sacrificial piece,
It's not sacrificial.
Well, no, it's just the packer, isn't it?
It's not like, oh, we don't mind if it vanishes, but...
It's not through the structural parts of the boat is what I mean. So we're going to drill some holes through here and put some pipe through, and then the water will run down and into there. But also I'm going to do some more tar pouring because I want the tar to be level with the keel. And we're nearly there.
And also level with the top of the tubes that we put in.
Yeah. So we'll drill them first, create some sawdust, then we'll clean up, and then I'll go for another tar pour.
Woohoo! So that's the height of the keel, son. Hey, keel, son. So now I'm going to go basically half a 22mm, which will be 11mm above that. So that's where our hole's going to start. And then we need to make sure it comes out the other side at the right. So then we need to follow the angle through. But it all depends on how much we can get the drill in. So let's start with a pilot drill. So I made these little copper 22mm, probably 7/8 inserts. So beautiful. So there's our copper. So we now need to lift the level of the tar now. So the tar's, I'm going to say, just above the hole there. And we can always mould the tar a bit to actually encourage the water to go down through the copper.
People always phone at the worst possible time.
So the only thing I'm thinking of before the lead goes back in is some sort of shuttering. So if we get some, like, we've got some leftover marine ply, if we could potentially put some shuttering down, so kind of spreads the load and we're not actually pushing against the hull like the originals were. So, but we'll have a think about that.
So tar's poured. I can't really paint any more down there until it's obviously set and stuff like that. So the next job that we're going to be working on are frames and web frames replacements. Now these are probably going to be the hardest ones because they go into this area down here. So what we're going to start doing now, there's a lot to dismantle to be able to do these frames and web frames. It's not just a day job, you know, this is a couple of days to get the frames and web frames on either side done over here. So what we're going to start doing now is getting prepped for the next job when we come back next time. So let me show you what we're going to do. So we've got frame and web frame that need doing. But these ones are behind all this. And this floor. Now this is where the original chain locker was on the boat. So that's why we've got quite a solid metal floor down here. It's rusty. And all corroded. So we're gonna have to take that out. We've got a ballast issue as well that we're gonna have to jug around because all this is full. But what we need to do is we need to be able to gain access to here. And same on that side to do that frame and that web frame. Yes.
So it was...
Coppered?
No. Big bolt all the way through. You know, through the through here.
Ah.
So it's big piece of threaded bar, which obviously goes on before the planks go on, so it ties it all together. So I don't quite know yet how we're going to attach this to the hull, but that's the same material as the keel, as the keelson.
They're bronze by the looks of it.
Yeah, there'll be some sort of
brass.
bronzy, brassy sort of screwsy.
No wonder I couldn't hammer them off.
And then some sort of bits in there. So here's the wedge that goes behind, in between the frame and the web frame. And what I've just noticed is there's no fixings, because obviously all these here are the engine bearers which run right through the boat, you know, but you couldn't really get to it. So it'd be interesting, it'd be good to actually get a fix back on these, wouldn't it? Right, so what we're going to do now is chisel out all of your tar.
That's not my tar.
Oh, I could recycle it. Can you recycle tar?
That's the original tar, so we need to get that out now. That's why I didn't come all the way back at the tar that I did, because we're still working in this area.
So, obviously, when we do this, this is like a few tides away. Yes, we time our lives now with tides. You know?
We've learned by that mistake.
So, I don't really want to be taking anything off around here, because you know what water's like. Just comes in uninvited, you know what I mean? So I don't really want to take that out. It's a bit late in the day for that now, so... And I think in reality we shouldn't take that side apart. We should just focus on this side, get the framing and the webbing and that chock wedgy sort of thing back in.
Oh, that's stinky stuff. It's just the bilge that keeps on giving, isn't it? So I've chipped away the tar, I removed the web frame, and then I'm literally putting my hand in, and it's all that. So we can't even fit the frame and web frame until all that's cleaned out. But to clear that out, it means moving all this ballast. So we've got a bit more work to do before we can do what we actually wanted to do. So this is a test for our tar, because that one is absolutely
leaking.
Coming out of the bags. Will it go through the drain hole? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it's going. Ready? Yes! Yeah!
That was only a cupful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously with the movement of the boat.
You know what I'm absolutely fuming about now though? Filthy, dirty bilge that was clean last week.
Have you got a problem?
I have. I have. Hello, my name is Gemma and I'm a clean freak.
Well, I've got a problem.
Right, okay, so we're getting there, so we're just moving all of this again.
What do you mean we?
We, I know. You're my superhero though.
Well, you've got some more water in there, so.
I can't work out today whether you get muddier outside the boat or inside the boat.
Probably inside.
Hoover's coming out. This is just so annoying because it's like right in the path, isn't it? So to get down the bilge, you've got to do a proper whee. Ugh. Right, I think I'm definitely gonna need a pair of gloves. But look at this. They work.
Tried a bit of an invention. I found probably about 20 of those buckets. So whenever we're hoovering out sludge and stuff like that in the bilge, we don't really know what it is, do we? So it's good to take it away and dispose of it properly. So I put a sink fitting on it. So this then attaches to the hoover, and then I've put like a long 40mm pipe, which will then go down to Gemma down there, which will then suck up all the sludge. Then all the sludge will stay in the bucket, so the bucket carries twice as much as the hoover does. And then we can then put a lid on it, then we can take it away with us, take it home. So.
Are you getting bored of me being in bilges yet?
I am. So we're on water rations as well, so I made to get it all out by hand first. Right, I'm not going to fall over again, am I? Hang on. Yeah, look at the mess you've made. We haven't seen this area for well over a year, have we?
No.
Still looks good there.
I'm running out.
Yeah, you're dry.
So that's about as good as I'm going to get it with having no water. But I am quite impressed with whoever poured the tar down here because it's really smooth and really good.
Is it better than your tar?
It's better, yeah. I've got to admit it. The boys knew how to do it. Oh, that one's got a bit of a hole in there though. So that needs coming out. Because look, all the water's running down into it. So I'm going to chisel that out and repair that area. But on the same there as well. Oh look, I can put my finger down into that. Okay, maybe I'm not as impressed as it looks. It's not as good as it looks. Which just goes to show, just because something looks good doesn't mean it is good. So basically we need to get some more water to give it a proper clean, because we don't want to be putting new frames and new web frames into a dirty muddy bilge. So I think we're going to call it a day there. So it's been an interesting day with Gareth come from Stone Marine Ship Care to assess the propellers.
Yeah.
It was actually fun to get underneath and have a look at the bum of the boat.
Yeah. So his verdict was quite good, like the props were pretty good condition.
I think he was quite surprised.
He was thinking that they were going to be like toast, but he's like,
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, they've only done 1,100 hours, haven't they?
Yeah, I think one of them is worse than the other. It's got a few little jagged edges, like.
Yeah, it's been caught on something, but.
Yeah, so they'll be sorted. So they've kindly offered to sort our propellers out for us.
Wow, how
but
amazing.
We're going to be a couple of years off that yet because we can't take the propellers off where we are because of the rudders. So that at least we're in contact with a really good company. So when we do need to do them, and he said. The turnaround time, he said literally you can get them done within 24 hours, which is fab. Yeah. So if you need any propeller work doing, go and check them out.
I'm guessing they do small propellers as well. Yeah, if you need your props.
And huge, massive, cruise ship propellers as well. So.
I'm sure he had 17. No, it was massive anyway. Colossal.
So we might go down there and have a little nose around their workshop and stuff. What else did we do? Poured some more tar.
Poured some more tar.
Drilled our flow holes.
Yeah, but they're called scuppers as well.
Scuppers, there you go. So yeah, call them scuppers.
Got scuppers everywhere.
And then back to bilge cleaning. And prep for the next job.
Yeah. But definitely next week we'll be back into the
frames and web frames.
Back into the frame web
These
frame.
are the
I'm quite excited. I like
them.
doing them. You walk away with a sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean? You've actually
when I'm in the bilge, I walk away just feeling absolutely
disappointed, and it's like, come on, this is not what I expected today to turn out to be.
No.
But life's not always what you expect, is it? So,
this boat work isn't glamorous, is it? No. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Mova Globes for sponsoring today's episode. And don't forget the links in the description if you want to go and check them out.
And as well, we didn't film it. We went out with Richard, one of our friends, on his boat. Maybe you could put a couple of clips on.
Oh, Will, do you know what made my absolute day? This seal.
A seal, That
was like the highlight of my trip. But we've done some work on a twin engine boat as well. What was it, 38 foot?
38 foot.
So we're still getting the boat practicing, which is good. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please press the subscribe button and I'll love you forever. Simon will even come round and give you a kiss. You never know. See you next week.
See you later, guys. See you later. Bye.